Hi guys, it's Nancy here from Heritage Ministries. I usually don't talk about this subject, but I wanted to make a video about it because it really sort of disturbs me. Recently I've been watching different prophets, on YouTube, and there was a man and woman, they're married, but they travel. And a lot of Christians are, I want to use the word religious, even though they're born again and filled with the Holy Spirit, and they're teaching the Bible online, and they have their church and everything. They still have some religious spirits that they're dealing with in different areas. And so he made it clear that he doesn't believe in women being pastors or teachers or even women speaking before or leading before a man. And he used the reference of 1 Corinthians, where Paul is talking to the Corinthian church. And I believe that the customs of those times, he said to me that his reasoning was because Paul was giving an instruction to the church for women. So I asked him, well, then is it okay that Paul also gave an instruction for women to cover their heads when they pray? Is that something that the Holy Spirit tells you to do, or is that something that you should do because it's an instruction from Paul in 1 Corinthians? Folks, this is a religious spirit. If you go in the Old Testament, Deborah was a judge during that time. And Deborah governed and led the troops. If you want to go back and read, I think it's in Jude. She was a leader. So all of this is nonsense. It's just somebody who's trying to have control over women. None of it is true. You can be a woman and be a pastor and be a teacher and teach other people, including men. Another area that a lot of them like to talk about is the laying on of hands and delivering people from demons, when we know that we were instructed to do that as Christians in Luke. I believe it's in Luke. That's another area where they like to go off on and say that they're born again, but then they have these 2, 3, 4, 5 areas that their religious mindsets are not correct. And I think that we should be exposing some of these teachers. It really upsets me. Joyce Meyer is a great preacher, teacher. If you've ever listened to her. Her husband is behind the scenes. I think all he does is golf. But she teaches and preaches and has, a large following. So again, folks, just be careful what you're listening to, who you're listening to, how you're listening to them. Show yourself approved and study the word for yourself, because we are full in the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit doesn't have any limits, any limitations on the Holy Spirit as to whether you're a man or a woman. The Holy Spirit doesn't have a gender issue. The Holy Spirit works through men and women, both the same. Women can be teachers, women can be pastors, and some women are not married, so they're the leaders, spiritual leaders. So again, just be careful who you're listening to. And then I have a couple other ones that I wanted to talk about, but I won't talk about at this time. And I'm sorry for not showing my face. I just want you to focus on God instead of me. That's why I don't show my face. So Okay, thank you again for listening. Look up those scriptures and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.